Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And today we're gonna be looking at a completely new type of video that I've never done before, and that is makeup news. So I'm gonna kind of talk about the latest releases and sneak peeks from not just indie brands but all kind of makeup products, and I'm gonna share with you if I want to pick them up, what do I think about these releases, if I can dupe them with my own collection and stuff like that. So hopefully you will be interested in that. I decided to film this video because a couple of you kind of suggested it on Instagram, and then when I did a poll, you kind of seemed to be interested. There were a lot of votes about that, so I decided to finally film it. I was meant to film it last week, but then I kind of forgot. So this in this episode we're kind of gonna be looking at products from like 2 weeks ago, or like for from the past 2 weeks or so, to kind of because I've already had it prepared last week and then I just didn't have time to film it. So hopefully you will enjoy this. If this is your first time here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, especially eyeshadows, and I'm always really excited. And I'm always really excited when something new drops. I don't know, I just live for this, love this, and it's always so nice. I don't buy every single new product, but I like to look at it and kind of see if it could benefit my collection or not. So, we're gonna look at some of these products. I've screenshotted them mainly from Makeup on Your Radar, which I will link down below that site. And I think a couple of these are also from Trend Mood, if I remember that correctly. So, I will obviously link where did I get the info from. And now let's just start with this. So I'm kind of on the side so that I have like place to put the pictures, and I think my rhinestones are kind of falling off. So first thing that I wanted to talk about is the Gliston Cosmetics Teletubbies collection. I think it's like 4 small palettes of wet liners, or like they're magnetic liners, and I think they're all the double liners, so one pen has 2 shades. Usually they have one matte, one metallic. It looks really cool. It's dropping 12th of July, so it's this Friday, and it looks cute. I'm kind of, obviously I watched Teletubbies growing up, and I really loved them. I think I even was dressed as one of the Teletubbies in for like a school costume party when I was like a kid. But I recently watched one episode of Teletubbies, and it's extremely terrifying and scary, so I don't understand why I loved it. It definitely scarred me for life. And I don't know if I would want that. But some of these shades look really cool. I don't remember the names of the Teletubbies, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you which one I like and which one I don't like. But the green palette looks really cute, and even the purple one is really like fun and interesting. So maybe eventually I might pick some of them up. But I'm pretty sure that they're gonna sell these as singles as well, so maybe I'll just buy the single liners instead, because that's just, I don't know if I need the palette. I'm not super nostalgic about these, and as I said, they kind of scare me, so I don't know. I'm not really sure if I should or shouldn't get that, but that's like a really interesting launch. I don't know if they ever collabed with anything. I only know Gliston for like their releases. I've never seen them collabing with anybody, but also I haven't been following them for that long, so maybe they did and I just don't know about it. Then the next thing that I actually didn't found on makeup on your radar at first, but I actually found it on the official website. Is the Beauty Bay, what is it called? The Botanical 20 color palette. And I think it's a limited edition 20 pan of like greens, neutrals, and some kind of like rosy colors, or like, you know, rosy toned neutrals. And at first I was really excited and kind of like interested. There are also a couple like silvery blues in there, which look nice. But now looking at it, there's very little green in it. There are some really nice kind of like pine greens and pistachio greens and some like goldy greens. But then there's also a lot of neutrals, a couple of the grays, a couple like orangey peachy colors which look really nice, and I think there's like one duochrome because one of the shades, let me find what it's called. I think it's called Waterfall. It kind of looks like a multichrome. Silver shimmer with lilac and gold flecks to take your look from wallflower to wildflower. Yeah, so it's kind of like a multichrome, duochrome, something like that. And I don't think I'm gonna get this. I only ever tried from Beauty Bay the Nikki Tutorials palette that I've had for a while, and then I gave it to my sister, and I didn't love the quality, but I also didn't hate it. It was just, it was okay. It was, I think it was better than Colourpop because I kind of felt like I can do better looks with it, but I think the matte weren't as amazing. So yeah, it's just, it wasn't, it didn't blow me away. It was just kind of okay. And this color star, if it was greener, maybe, but it's too neutral. I really wish they would bring back the, I think it was called Wilderness. That one, like I sometimes see it in other people's collections and I'm just like, wow, if I knew about this brand back then, I would have bought it. So this is the Botanical. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not too interested. Maybe if they're gonna do smaller colors there, because they usually have 9 pen, 16 pen, and then the 20 pen. Usually they do like different sizes of the same thing, but I don't know if it's with these limited edition ones. That I can't remember, so I don't know. Also, I feel like their 20 pens are kind of big, like the palette itself is kind of big, and I don't know if I need that. So we're probably not getting that. Then the next release is the LH Cosmetics and Margareta Grass, I think that's her name. I've never tried anything from LH Cosmetics, mainly because they're kind of expensive. I think they're a Swedish brand, if I'm not mistaken, because I know that Angelica Nyquist talks about them a lot, and she is Swedish, so maybe. But they're releasing like a 9 pan that kind of looks nice. Like you have yellows, greens, pinks, purples. It's matte heavy with like 3 shimmers, and I think they're also releasing a lipstick and a, is it blush duo or blush and bronzer? I'm not completely sure. It's quite cute, but the palette, I feel like it has too many, like the mattes are kind of similar depth. A lot of them, like there's not too much difference, and I like when you have like something lighter, something darker. Honestly, for me, like I could do yellowy pinky corally look, or like yellowy greeny look, or pinky purpley look, but that's about it. I kind of miss some kind of adventure with that. For me, it would be like doing 1 matte and 1 shimmer on the lid, or like 2 mattes and 1 shimmer, kind of these like quick looks, which I usually don't really enjoy doing. I know they're really like comfortable and quick to do, but I just want to have a lot of colors on my face all the time. So for me, this is just kind of, and when they're all like similar depth, I don't know, just for the style of makeup that I do and for the style of makeup that I like, It doesn't really speak to me. I don't know how, what does it cost, but it's launching on the 10th of July, so on Wednesday, I think. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be getting that because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be quite expensive, and I don't know if I need that. I forgot to also mention that the Beauty Bay palette is already on the website. I think I kind of like swiftly mentioned it when I said that I found it there, but yeah, so you can already get that one. Now, what else do we have? We have the notoriously morbid Spellcast Beauty Sparkle Toppers, and these are like, I don't know if they're like pencils or no, sorry, I looked wrong. They're like multi-chrome liquid topper shimmer shades. I think they already launched like 2 days ago, and I think you can even use them on your face, which some of them look really nice as highlighters. They're kind of like, I don't know, the shifts that I see aren't too interesting because I feel like every single brand has these types of shifts. So you have like orange to red, blue to purple. Then there are a couple like kind of silvery ones. Then you have like green to kind of pink. Yeah, like those are very usual shifts. I feel like it's like every single brand has these. So if there was something like that I've never seen before or that genuinely looks like a rainbow or something, maybe, but these, I don't know. And I've also never tried Notoriously Morbid. I know that a couple of their products were in my wish list at some point, but I feel like they usually sell out of products, or they kind of like only have that particular product for a while and then they don't bring it back. And for me, like, since it's a brand that I've never tried, I usually have to save up for it because it's something that isn't like upfront on my wish list, just because I don't know what the shipping is like, and if there would be any problems with like the brand and stuff. So yeah, it's not a brand that I've put forward a lot of the times, and I know that I've missed a couple of their fun releases just because I was waiting for like larger sum of money to be able to afford that. So I don't think this one will go into my collection. I don't like liquid eyeshadows. I don't mind liquid like blushes and highlighters, but I still prefer them in powder form because A, they last longer, they're easier to store because usually the powders are like in a smaller packaging. And yeah, I don't like to use liquid products, mainly because they just don't last very long. Like, I think you're only supposed to be using stuff like that for like 6 months, and I don't know how expensive these are, but it doesn't make any sense to spend that much money if it's gonna dry out soon. So not getting that. Then what else? There are some new blushes from Makeup by Mario. It's the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Whale collection. Like the cream blushes. I think this is just like adding a couple of shades for to like their already existing line. Sorry that I'm kind of looking not in the camera, but I'm reading it off of the laptop. But these are like a cream blushes with, I think, hyaluronic acid in it, and they're supposed to be like very radiant, hydrating, light creamy formula. There is one shade that looks very like orangey coral that's kind of interesting, but since they're like $30, I don't think I'm gonna be getting them. And I think this one also is releasing on Wednesday, so if you like that, obviously you can get them. And I think they're sold at Sephora. I don't know if they're sold at Czech Sephora, like where I live, but I know that a lot of people buy it from Sephora all over. So honestly, I don't like going to Sephora here in Czech Republic because they don't have a lot of brands, and they have even less brands in store, and it's just kind of, you know. And also I don't like the people who work there. Like usually I didn't really had a great experience in the past. Like all the ladies are kind of a little bit not mean, but like, you know, not really nice to talk to a lot of the times. So I don't like to go to Sephora, and I think maybe one day I would like to try something from Makeup by Mario because I know that a lot of people really, really like this brand. For me, it's a little bit more expensive, and yeah, I don't want to go to Sephora. So that's that. But if you do like that brand, they have a couple more shades. They have like pastel baby pink, then kind of more like kind of like a raspberry pink, then there's like corally orangey one, and then kind of like pinky corally shade. So if that sounds like something you would like, go for it. But I'm not gonna get these, and I don't think I'm gonna even put it in my wish list. Then there's a new release from Adept Cosmetics, and this is the Legend of Ardra, Ardra. I don't know what that is, or like what's the reference, which a lot of the times I don't know what the reference is. But this one, when is it launching? 12th of July. 12th. I never know how to pronounce. Well, I know how to pronounce that, but my mouth doesn't really know how to pronounce that. So on Friday, it's gonna be launching, and it is a limited edition, which I feel like is most of Adept product, and it's $75. It's the classic layout, so it's 2 rows of shimmers and 1 row of mattes, and some of these shimmers are those like marbled pants, which I don't really like because I don't know what it's gonna look like, and it's annoying. This is kind of strange color story because a lot of the shimmers look either neutral or like white based iridescent shades, and then the mattes are just like very vibrant pink, vibrant blue, then kind of like a deep blue, brown, and a peach, which I don't know if I really like. It looks nice when you see the whole swatches, but I don't know, there's something about the color story that doesn't really speak to me. I don't even know if I would want to dupe it, and I feel like there's a lot of neutrals, especially in the shimmers, and the neutrally shimmers are also like dark shimmers, which is definitely not what I like. And I've never tried Adept because I don't like big palette. I do like that there's mostly shimmers and not that many mattes, but I feel like their palettes are a little bit too big, a little bit too safe, and a little bit too expensive. And I haven't heard like stellar reviews. Like I know a lot of people have those palettes, but I haven't heard that they're like out of this world. And for that amount of money, I would kind of want them to be out of this world. I was kind of looking at the Alien palette because that had like I think it was like blue, yellow, green, purple. If I remember that correctly, it had like alien hat, and I think the palette itself was like blue tealy cover. I was kind of looking at that one, and maybe one day I'll save up for it if it's still gonna be available, but right now I don't think I'm gonna be trying any Adept, and I'm definitely not gonna be trying this new Ardra palette, or how is it called, because it just doesn't really interest me. A couple of these like pinky purples and like the peachy shimmers are really cute, but I don't need those. Then there's a new palette from DD Signature, and it's called Chromebook, and it's a, I think, 15 pan of like multi-chromes, shimmers. It has 8 like high intensity metallic multi-chromes that are like on the side. They're a singles, and they are $16.99 each. And then you have the 15 pan Chromebook that has like iridescent duochrome and other shifty sparkly eyeshadows. That palette is for $55, and it's launching also on Friday. And honestly, like, it looks really cute. Like the swatches look stunning. It looks like very wet, sparkly, super iridescent formula that I do like. I don't know if I need a full 15 pan of just shimmers, because I feel like I either want a really small palette or quite big so that I can like just take a couple mattes and then have every single shimmer I could possibly need. So 15 pan, I don't know if it's really what I want, but I do like that it has mirror. It seems to be nice. I've never tried DD Signature. That's kind of the theme of this video, right? That I've never tried these brands. I If they were on Monolith, I might pick it up, but I don't know if I would risk buying it from the website, because I've never bought anything from DD Signature, and also the VAT and all the other taxes are really high in here. Like when I want to ship something here to Czech Republic, it's so much. It's usually way more than the product itself when you kind of count the shipping and everything. Like, it's a lot, especially for these smaller brands. Like I've definitely paid even like double the price of the product in VAT, taxes, and all these other like additional costs. So I don't know if I would try that, but if they ever come to Monolith, which I don't know if Monolith is supposed to have DD Signature, I'm kind of, you know, they're getting a lot of new brands there, so I'm not completely sure. If they're gonna pick this up, maybe I would risk it. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about and you don't know what Monolith is, there's a German, or are there in Switzerland? I'm not completely sure, because I think it ships from Germany. Anyways, in Central Europe, there is this online shop called Monolith Shop. I can link them down below. And they resell a lot of indie brands, so like Unearthly, Blend Bunny, what else? Cosmic Brushes, I don't know, Fantasy Cosmetica, Sugar Drizzle, all these kinds of brands. You can find them on Monolith, and they ship all across EU. You don't have to pay any additional taxes. Their shipping is pretty inexpensive. Like, it's usually, I think it's like under 10 euros if I remember that correctly, or is it 12 euros? I haven't bought anything for a while, so I'm not completely sure, but I think it's pretty inexpensive. And they even have like if you buy for more than, I think, 100 euros, you have shipping for free. They have sales once in a while, and yeah, you can get a lot of brands there, so you're kind of saving up on shipping and all the taxes and other additional costs. And they don't have, like, the price on Monolith isn't that different from the original price on like the original website, so that might be interesting to you. So if you're in EU, definitely check that site out. I will link them down below. And yeah, if DD Signature appears on Monolith, I'm definitely getting that palette because it looks cool. Then we have another launch from Glamlight. I feel like they're launching something new every 2 weeks. But we have it's another Chucky collection, and this is the Chucky Good Guys collection. You have, God, there's so many. You have eyeshadow palette that's gonna be $25, lip kit for $14, lip care duo for $12, highlighter for $15, mirror for $25, and then like a bag that's for $20, and some like PR collectibles, and I think the whole thing is $114. So, you know, I'm not interested in this. I do like horrors, but I'm not that much of a fan of Chucky, and this palette is not pretty. I also hate that it's like blue steels reds in a palette that has yellow background. Like it just, there's something about that, and it's like really neon yellow also. I don't like the look of this. I think from Glamlight I've only had the big Scooby-Doo palette so far. I was kind of thinking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air collection, like I was just gonna buy the palette. Maybe I'm gonna pick it up on Monolith because it is there. It was in the latest launch. But yeah, I don't need the palette, and what I don't like about Glamlight is that a lot of the times they don't have any light shades in the matte and in the shimmer selection, which in the mattes I'm okay with it. I can do like mid-tone to dark shades only, but I need something in the inner corner, and they usually have quite big palettes, or they're usually like at least 14-16 pans, so you could have at least one shade that's kind of light, you know, or more like iridescent, so that it can stretch over dark shades as well, or like over dark bases. But they don't really do that, and I'm not gonna get the Chucky collection. And it's releasing... Is it already out? Or is it released? Yeah, the Chucky collection is already out, so if you wanna get it, you can get it. Whoa, I am running out of breath. Then we have a brand that I've never heard about, and that's Adept Cosmetics in collaboration with Acacia Fargot. I have no clue how to pronounce that. They have a blush palette, so it's 6-pan palette with 5 mattes, 1 shimmer. It costs $30, and it's like a pinky reddish purpley blush palette, which is definitely not something that I would wear. I like more like orangey, yellowy, warmer tones. I think from that I would only use like one of the pinky blushes that go kind of one of the pinky blushes, because it goes slightly towards peach, and I wouldn't use any of the rest. This one is launching. This one already launched on the 5th, so on Friday, the previous Friday. And yeah, I'm not getting that, but in case you like pinky reddish blushes, you have a 6-pan of a lot of different shades, and the palette itself looks really cute. Like it's kind of like cowgirl theme. It's really cute, like it's genuinely cute. It's just not my color story. Then what else? Medwitch Cosmetics, which I've never heard about, or maybe I've seen a couple of their posts, but I've never tried them and I don't know much about them. And I think they are collaborating with two influencers, and that's the Not Your Basic Steph and Guessmith194. I've heard about Not Your Basic Steph, but I haven't heard about the second person. And I think there are gonna be two launches of palettes probably. And they have really cute art that they're kind of basing that on. So you have like a kitty that's dressed as Scorpio, and there are like star sign that I guess is a Scorpio. I don't really know star signs, like I can't recognize them, but yeah, I suppose it's Scorpio, and it looks really cute. There's like yellows, oranges, purples, pinks. So yeah, that would be a really cool color story, and I would be willing to try that. and I guess we'll see when that's gonna come out. That's just like a sneak peek. Then we have a launch from Give Me Glow. I haven't heard about them in forever. I think the last time that I've heard about Give Me Glow was when they released a lot of these magnetic palettes that I kind of wanted to try, like just empty magnetic palettes. And now they're releasing pH color changing lip oils. And they look like they're all shimmery. They're supposed to be lightweight, very sparkly. I don't think that there's any price detailed, and I don't think they've launched yet, so that's gonna come out at some point. They look kind of cute, but I don't like these pH things. Like, that's just not really my vibe because they all look the same. If they would look the way that they look in the packaging, that would be really cute, because you have like a blue lip gloss with greenish gold sparkle in it, then you have like pink with like orangey goldy little bit of green sparkle. That also looks gorgeous. And there's one like purple one. That would be really nice if it would look like that. But yeah, since they're pH changing, they're all gonna be pink, so don't need that. NYX is extending their shade collection of the fat oil, like lip oils. I've never tried these, but I do want to try them. I just can't pick a shade. But these look really nice. I don't like the applicator on that. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it because of the applicator, because it looks like it's really big, and I don't like big applicators for lip products because I don't have big lips, and it's just, I don't want to have a like pink mustache or, you know, orange mustache. But some of these look really nice, especially some of the like brownie reddish ones. Quite nice. I know they're not expensive. I think they're like, yeah, they're $9, and they're now available at Ulta, which I obviously don't shop from Ulta. But I hope they're gonna get here soon, and I'm gonna be able to try some of them. Then, launch, I was really excited when I first saw the cover, and then was, well, not disappointed, but just, you know, decided that I'm not gonna get that, is the Peach Perfect palette by Gourmand Girls. This palette was again designed by Doodles by the Bunny. Gourmand Girls do like collaborate with Doodles by the Bunny a lot, and the packaging looks so cute. I love peaches. They're so yummy, and the cover art is so pretty. But the inside, I don't know, to me it's a little bit too neutral, but in some lighting it also looks quite nice. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to see someone using it, that's watching it and creating looks with it, and maybe I'll change my mind. But you have a lot of obvious like orangey peachy colors, and then couple greenish going to like turquoisey range. I have couple oranges from Gourmand Girls. I only have their Halloween releases, so like the Spooked palette, the Haunted palette, and the Nightshade palette. So I don't have like that many of their palettes, but I do have some oranges in those, and I don't know if I really need this color story. And also I have the Sugar Drizzle Elements of Evil palette, and there are a couple like oranges with some greeny, turquoisey, bluish shades. So I feel like I don't really need this Peaches palette. But it's available now on Gourmand Girls website, and I'm pretty sure that Monolith will have it. I don't know if they're gonna have it at the end of the month with the next launch or later, but they usually get Gourmand Girls really fast. Like I think it was the Nightshade palette that was here in Europe before it was available in the US. I think like the launch was one day prior to the US launch, if I remember that correctly, so I actually got it before a lot of people in the US. So, you know, I think it's gonna be on Monolith, but I will probably not pick it up. Then the launch that really shocked me, and it happens every single time, is the Udens Eye new Salona launch. I don't know why Udens Eye can't like sneak peek a little bit prior, because they usually like release like a blurry picture of a collection and 2 days later the collection is already out and you just have no time to prepare for it. So I wish they would kind of like give us some time. But I have the original, well, the Salmona 2 palette, and now they're extending it to the Moonwish palette, which is like blues, yellows, purples with couple browns. It looks really pretty, and it's like a dark version of this palette, which I'm actually wearing the Salmona 2 palette today, together with the Christmas Eve palette by Udens Eye. And I was kind of wondering if I should get the Moonwish palette, because the Christmas Eve palette obviously have yellows with purples, blues, couple like greeny, browny shades. So I could technically dupe the new Salmona palette by this Christmas Eve palette, but obviously the Salmona is slightly smaller. I do like the size of the Salmona palette a lot more than this, because like it's just, I don't know, I like that it's smaller and it looks really pretty. And also this palette is getting old, like it's gonna be 2 years old on Christmas or 3 years old. This is my second year of having this palette, I think. Well, anyways, it's getting old. Obviously, it's my Project Pan palette. It's very used. Hopefully, like next year, I'm gonna be able to completely use her up. And I would kind of want to have a sister to the Salmona palette. But what I'm definitely gonna get, I'm still kind of... I'm still thinking about getting the palette. I don't know 100% if I'm gonna get it, but what I will definitely get is some of the blushes and highlighters, because I didn't get them last time that they released the Salmona collection, and now I really want these. So I definitely want some of the shades, like the shade the shade Solar Eclipse, the like sparkly peachy, pinky, orangey highlighter looks wonderful. Then also the Star Legend highlighter looks really pretty. Like that's very nice, and some of the like pinky blushes as well. So I definitely think I'm gonna get the blushes and highlighters, not all of them, but some of the shades, like probably like 3 of them. And the blushes are 20 euros and 90 cents, and the highlighters are 22 euros 90 cents, and then the Moonwish palette is 32 euros and 90 cents. I think it's already available. Yes, it's available from the 2nd of July. I think I'm gonna get her. I'm not gonna get her right now because I have other things that I'm like gonna pay for in the next couple weeks. So I'm not gonna be buying anything at least until end of the month, maybe even later. And since it's already gonna be like quite old news when it comes to this palette, I think I'm just gonna get her during their how is it called, Black Friday sale, because they usually have really nice deals, especially on products that aren't collab products, which this isn't. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get that, and I'm probably gonna get some of the brushes that they came out with a while ago, and maybe I'm gonna get some of the single shades or one of the magnetic palettes that they came out not that long ago, because they look really pretty and I really want one of them. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get like a bigger order during the Black Friday that they usually have in like September, October, in that time, I think, because you usually can get really nice deals, and I just don't want to you know, I don't want to spend too much money. This episode is getting too long, but I think we're gonna do a couple more. I really want to get one of the Cleona palettes. They have the Paleo, Archeo, and Oceano palettes. They look really pretty. The Paleo palette looks really beautiful, and the Oceano palette also looks gorgeous. I've never tried anything from Cleona, but I really, really want to. It looks stunning. There, how much does it cost? The whole bundle, like all of the 3 palettes, are gonna be 295 Canadian dollars or 214 US dollars. And then the Paleo and the Archeo palettes are both 99.99 Canadian dollars or 72 American dollars, and the Oceano is 109 Canadian dollars and or 80 US dollars. So I think these are supposed to come on Monolith because I know Monolith carries Cleona, and I really, really want at least one of these. They already launched, I think, on Friday, and yeah, they look really, really pretty, and I want to get it. And also these palettes are magnetic, if I remember that correctly, so that would be wonderful. And then, what else? Unearthly sneak peek the Halloween Mystery palette, and that's the all I ever wanted. If it's the all shimmer palette, as they already had 2 times prior, I'm getting that because I really wanted the previous 2 and I didn't get them, and then they like sold out and never came back. So, and also this one is gorgeous. It's like black with bats and spider webs. I need that. So I really, really want that one. Obviously, it's just a sneak peek. We'll see when it's gonna be released, hopefully soon. And what else? Glam Shop has a new multicolor palette, which I'm not gonna be buying because, I mean, there are a couple nice blues, but there's also a lot of neutrals, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting that, but I think it's already up and available, and I think it's $46. And then the only other palette that recently launched and that I kind of want to get is the Davini Beauty Currency. It's really nice pan eyeshadow palette. It is, I think it's already available, if I remember that correctly. Yes, it's currently available. It's supposed to cost $65. I think this one is getting to Monolith, and it's beautiful. It's like pinks, yellows, blues, greens, lot of shimmers. It's almost half shimmer, half matte color story. It's very like mermaidy, and the packaging is stunning. So I think I'm gonna get that one when it comes because I love mermaids, and I always see really cute mermaid eyeshadow palettes, and then I never buy them for some reason. So this one is gonna be the one, and I want to try the Vinny Beauty because I've heard so many great things about them, and I do really like their aesthetics and what they're releasing. So I think this is gonna be the palette that I'm gonna finally splurge on and try out. So this was really long episode. Next week it's hopefully gonna be shorter. I think I'm gonna be releasing these every single Sunday because for me it just makes more sense to release this on Sunday and have like the whole week, you know, kind of like in one video. I don't like splitting it in different parts of the week. Like I know some people release these on like Thursday or Wednesday. For my slightly OCD brain, that's just not gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna be filming these always on Sunday, so that we have like a clean shield on Monday, and like I can kind of just, you know, have some fun with this. And it's a little bit more easy for me to organize and everything. So definitely stay tuned for next week. I hope there's gonna be less releases because it's still really crazy, and I was kind of hoping that summer will be slightly more peaceful and like, you know, vacation time. So hopefully we're gonna get there soon. But let me know if you've liked this video. Let me know what you think about this style of video. If I forgot something, definitely let me know. And if you will see anything new popping up this week, definitely tag me underneath. Like, you can tag me on Instagram or TikTok, and I will definitely include those products in the next week's releases. So I think that's everything from me. Hope you have a great day. This look will be on my Instagram. I don't know if I'm releasing it today or maybe tomorrow, and it's also gonna come up on TikTok and stuff like that. So it's gonna be somewhere soon. You just have to wait a bit. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll be very happy to see you in my next video. So bye!